so talented and then they just spend all this time doing things that are malicious and fraudulent. You have such a good talent. Use it for the betterment of everyone.
The
Yeah.
problem is it comes down to first not having a good moral compass, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first thing. They're not in it. They don't think like us. They think like, how can I steal money? Average person's making 5 million. In this case, crime pays. And
True.
very few laws in the books that they can be prosecuted against. If you got crime syndicates, and I've said for years, I believe it's all organized crime that's committing this, because we caught one 18 years ago committing fraud against one of my companies. We had a free email system. Back in the day, they took one of my employees' email addresses, added an S to the end of it, and said, "I'm going to use it." And they went out and got feeds, and they went out and got clients, and they would trafficking information back and forth. We identified that they had hundreds of PayPal accounts attached to the main PayPal account that they had on our network, which
Wow.
the agents, when the authorities got involved, identified that there was hundreds of thousands of dollars in the main account. And if they started going through all the sub accounts, they were guessing they would have found similar amounts in all the sub accounts. And they traced it to a ring, and they said, let's just leave it alone.
That's unbelievable.
Don't do
Wow.
anything with it. Like, just shut down the email address and call it a day.
Right.
There's a lot of money at stake. You don't, by the time you uncover the full amount. And it was funny the way they were doing it. The government was saying that these guys were smart enough to know that Interpol doesn't get involved unless it's $800,000 per account, which is how the statute is written at the time.
Oh.
This is going back, like I said, probably 15 or 20 years. As they started doing the research with PayPal, they found out that the accounts typically had under $200,000 or $300,000 per account. But they had linked in PayPal, they had hundreds, if not thousands of accounts linked. But because it wasn't in a single account based on how the statute was written, they couldn't do anything.
Right.
So they knew their way around the system. They knew what they were doing. Again, they're not dumb people. They are very intelligent developers that know what they're doing,
Yeah.
usually well-funded so that they can do what they got to do. And this is what happens. Rather than doing things the right way, they found a way to really milk the system and make money.